Hello, today I'm going to present about RH factor and pregnancy. As we all know, blood types matter for our safety or it could be deadly. We cannot give or receive any kind of blood as we wish. For example, just like blood type A can only give to A and AB, or blood type O can give to everything but cannot receive only from itself when it comes to O negative. So this is when we go to the details. This pinkish thingy I try to do to say like it's a clumping. If you saw the clumping, means that's the blood type. Just like this one, the first one, it looks like it's blood type A, so we don't have nothing on AB and RH, so it's A negative. So when we come to blood factor and pregnancy, it's very important to know what factor is the mother and the baby, because blood factor is very important. As we can see here, RH negative can give RH to RH negative and RH positive, but RH negative can only give to RH positive. But on the other hand, the RH positive can receive from both RH negative and positive, but RH negative can only receive from negative. That's where it gets tricky in pregnancy. If the mother is RH negative and the baby is RH negative, it's totally okay. But if RH negative is having RH positive child, that's basically deadly, not good. What happens is our body recognizes the antigens on our red blood cells. So our body learns to recognize the antigen as being part of our own, so it doesn't attack it. But if it don't have it, our body thinks it's foreign thing, so it attacks it by creating antibodies. This happens when the mom starts creating antibodies after the first pregnancy, or during when the placenta comes off of the wall from the baby will go into the mother's suppression. So the baby sees the RH positive as a threat that end up building antibodies for next time. That's what happened on first pregnancy. But the sensitive event is when this happens, the connection is up to 12 weeks miscarriage, abdominal trauma, or if it happened at birth or within the placenta. So when we come to the second pregnancy, the antibodies will be able to close the placenta rheos, so which is hemolysis that releases chemicals. The hemolysis get into bloodstream of the baby and attack blood cells. So that releasing chemicals is bilirubin that is responsible for creating jaundice. When jaundice gets very high, it causes brain damage, long-term learning difficulties, and disability. That causes hemolytic disease of newborn. That's when we call it, when this happens, it's called hemolytic disease of newborn. So how to avoid it is we have to get tested our blood type so we can get medication like shots. So that medication is to prevent the mouth from becoming sanitized on the first blockage. Because if we stop that, if we stop the mom from being sanitized, we won't have the problem for next time. So the shot is called the regular shot. It basically blocks the immune system from creating antibodies. So she won't get antibodies for next time. So the shots is given at 28 weeks and after 72 hours after the delivery. So that would be all. Thank you.